straight trophy. Spearheaded by the most successful captain in the IPL and supported by an array of superstars primed for their own supremacy. The 2021 curtain raiser pits the hitman against another giant who leads the men in red, Virat Kohli. And Virat still dreams of that elusive IPL title with his talented RCB squad. It's a blockbuster showdown. Welcome to the most prestigious T20 tournament on the planet. The giant who leads the men in red, Virat Kohli. And Virat still dreams. Just 5 months since the Mumbai Indians won their 5th title in Dubai. The IPL is back. And best of all, it's back at home. And most precisely in Chennai, South India. The MA Chidambaram Stadium, a great venue for Chennai Super Kings over so many years, but of course it's all about neutral venues this year, and we kick off with Mumbai Indians and Royal Challengers Bangalore. Mumbai, the dominant force in this tournament for so long. Virat Kohli desperate to bring a Vivo IPL title to the team that he's followed so keenly and been a part of for so long. Right, a fast look at the head-to-head here. Mumbai Indians very strong against the Royal Challengers Bangalore. 17 wins as against 10. Better still, of course, 8 out of the last 10 for Mumbai Indians, showing dominance in the modern era, which is fascinating when you think of the quality of the players, such as Kohli and A.B. de Villiers. A reminder of how it all works, just in case you don't know. 8 teams, they all play each other twice in 56 league matches. The top 4 teams qualify for the playoffs. The qualifiers first and second. The winner of that goes through to the final. Then there's the eliminator. Horrible game. 3rd and 4th. The loser is out. The 3rd plays the loser of that first qualifier to decide who meets the winner of that first qualifier in the final. Fascinating. 2 points for a win, 1 for a no result. And in case of a tie, of course, super overs. Remember, in the Middle East, remember how we had 2 super overs in one game? Amazing drama we had throughout that tournament, and expect much of the same. The final will be played on the 30th of May, so it's the old 7-week haul until we get there. So much to look forward to, so many fine players, and I said it shows so many stories to tell. One of them is the amount of movers in those 5 months. Chris Morris, perhaps the biggest signing and most surprising in some ways, signing of the lot. Huge price. He went from RCB to the Rajasthan Royals. Glenn Maxwell has made a move as well. Moeen Ali, Shivam Dubey, Robin Uthappa. Steve Smith, how about that one? Gone to Delhi Capitals. Harbhajan is back. Great to see him back from CSK, though playing for KKR now. Yadav, I should say, and Mujib Umesh Yadav is there too. RCB to Delhi Capitals. So a lot of people chopping and changing, and I think we'll see some different faces in both teams this evening. Pitch looks very good to me. I rate that as one of the black soil, not red soil surfaces here. It looks pretty good. Overall, of course, this ground has favoured spin, famously so. I don't know that that one will necessarily go square, but longish boundary if you're hitting down the ground towards us here in the commentary box. Those dimensions taken batting at the far end as you look on the screen. So 76 metres to hit it straight down the ground for 6 and 65, for example, to smack it over cover, 67 over square leg. Two captains were out in the middle. Up went the coin. It held, it fell. And the toss was won by Virat Kohli. He put them into bat, so it's Mumbai Indians who'll bat first, and alongside me is Matty Hayden.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, everyone. Not too many changes here whatsoever from the finals from last season of the IPL. Just the 2 changes, one up front there, and that's a big one of Chris Link. Quinton de Kock is out in quarantine. The second change in the bowling lineup, they've got 5 bowlers this evening, and those changes come with Yatsen, who comes in, of course, for Nathan Kudal-Niler, who's replacing that final. Very strong side indeed, a very consistent side.
And alongside Matty is the one and only Lakshman Sivaramakrishnan.
Good evening all. Virat Kohli has made his intentions very clear that he's going to open the innings. It's a very, very strong batting lineup. Rajat Patidar, the de Villiers, Maxwell, Washington Sundar. And that can bowl very, very usefully.
इसी पे लाइव दिखेगा, सारे को शेयर करो जल्दी जल्दी, इसी पे लाइव होगा हमेशा। देख रहा है तो कमेंट करो यार, मैं एंड कर दूंगा लाइव।
It's a disappointment. All fans of Devdutt Padikkal wish him well. They reckon he'll play in the next game. Rohit Sharma, what a player. One of the best players in the modern era. Brilliant all-round cricketer. Virat Kohli, a modern genius. We've seen so much of both of them have laid, of course, in all the other formats in that series between India and England. There he is, Kieron Pollard, one of the strongest men ever to have played any form of cricket, capable of doing remarkable things. Another modern genius in A.B. de Villiers, has it all, incredible flair, tremendous charm, an absolute winner. And this boy, Jasprit Bumrah, one of the great fast bowlers of the modern age of the game, bowls it very quick, hits the pitch very hard, and Yuzvendra Chahal, who's really a master of this art, leg spinner, accurate, gets it to go when he needs to, has the mind for the big occasion, if you like. Terrific cricketers wherever you look. Guys, the anticipation before any IPL, never mind it coming back home, is immense, isn't it?
Absolutely. When challenging times that we are all going through all over the world, I'm sure everyone will be glued to the television to look at this cricket entertainment. And these two teams make the perfect start. The Mumbai Indians are the defending champions, and the Royal Challengers Bangalore desperate, looking for the
Thousand players make their way to the middle, Haydos. An awful lot of people have done a lot to make this happen. BCCI, all the hotels, the teams themselves, of course, the franchises, production staff for the television, and all over the world to give the IPL its magic.
That's right. The sport is one of the glues during this pandemic. We all love sitting around our television. We love watching the very best of the best that we're seeing here this evening. Lots of homework gets done in the lead up to these matches. Lots of anticipation around what combinations, permutations of players. And of course, what you see here, Mark Nicholas, is the very best of the best from all over the world. We come on this platform, on this stage, to watch a mighty contest that's going to take place in the next 7 weeks.
That's one of the reasons why you see a lot of fearless cricketers coming through India in the Test match format, in the T20s format that just concluded. A lot of youngsters coming through and coming through brilliantly.
How did you feel as an overseas?
Well, why wasn't that big a price tag, frankly? Big enough, but you know, I think for us and someone like Chris Lynn will feel this pressure as well. Exactly this. He's in a very similar stage of his career now as what I was. Comes into this tournament with huge expectation of a big hitting player, and all of a sudden now he's under pressure in a venue that he's not really going to be that accustomed to. Chennai turning wicket.
He's a good bowler, Shiraj. Mohammad Siraj, hasn't he impressed of late?
Sacrificed. His father passed away, stayed back in Australia, played test matches, has come good, and the countdown begins. The two of the best from India.
Siraj, who will bowl the first ball, and bowl it to Rohit Sharma, which in itself is a test because you need to get it right against Rohit Sharma early, otherwise he'll take you apart. Here we go, the start of the 14th edition of the IPL, and Rohit immediately tucking it away off his pads as if he's got all the time in the world. Trademark Rohit Sharma.
Yeah, trademark for any great player. Straight on the pads, that's exactly what you want first ball, isn't it, as an opening batsman to get off mark. Straight on the pads. They'll have to be really disciplined with their lines and length on this wicket. It's a good one. We've had a good look at it. The surface does look like it's just flapping around a little bit, but in general, bowling straight, you're going to get paid out there.
What's disappointing for the batsman? Normally he runs away to the boundary. Lightning pick out to you, just the two.
That's the ball.
No pace off the surface there. Gun barrel straight back from Rohit Sharma, but that's the ball. Not much bounce either.
Bang on. Great line, great length, straight at the stumps, no width. Rohit Sharma loves that.
From Kerala.
live दिक्कत है
Successful first class career.
KM, I call him. And Nitin Menon, what a series he had. Isn't he a good umpire? Again, not the bounce that Rohit Sharma had expected.
No, it's not a very hard surface. It's kind of hollow surface. You're not going to get that extra bit of bounce.
Always found it a very difficult surface to bat on, frankly. Sometimes